We grow up, we get ourselves educated, we get guided by our parents, from our friends, in our schools, by teachers, everything. And we launch ourselves into the life. And our perception of what is the goal of life from our childhood to adulthood keeps changing. And hormones kick in when you're on teen, then it's about going after sex, girls, or guys if you're a lady. Then societal formulas are imposed on you. At certain age you have to get married, at certain age you have to work and earn, at certain age you have to have one or two kids. This is the typical lifestyle we go through, life cycle, not even lifestyle, life cycle. And you are supposed to make money, have status, have respectability, and we go after all this. Down the line, life has its own formula, fate has its own formula. We go through these kind of phases, and there are ups and downs. We lose, we win, things go wrong, we get sad, and finally, there comes a stage, and it doesn't happen very early. Usually, when we are young, when we have energy, we think we can conquer the world. We can do anything. And whatever we do, crazy things and adventurous things, we feel, oh, great. And even the mistakes and all, we said, okay, guys, no problem here. Listen to me. So all this happens. Then slowly you understand there's no formula in life for success or failure, for happiness or sadness, or what do you have to do for happiness and what do you have to avoid to be sad. There is no absolute formula. And you keep buying books, you keep on seeing videos of some idiotic guru or management guy who says how to sell, how to buy, how to be happy. All these things you do, but it doesn't work for you. And then we get disillusion. Then maybe, usually in my generation, everybody becomes spiritual after they retire, not before they retire. And suddenly they are into meditation, yoga, and all that. It's okay. I mean, it's a good way. I mean, at least somewhere you started searching for something else apart from making money, buying cars, buying property, and all that. But you're matured at 60. Nobody is mature when they are teenage because hunger is there. When you are a teenager, there is a hunger for all things life can offer you, and you go after it. And sometimes you succeed, sometimes you don't succeed. Every single thing teaches you a lesson. Some people learn from it, some people say, move on, let us experiment more. Finally, a stage comes. I don't know how to say it. Why do people look for meaning of life, or who are they, who am I, kind of a question, only after they reach the stage where they are incapable of finding those things. How come we are not taught as a kid or a teenager that start thinking about yourself and where you are going in a very critical thinking way? We are not taught that. We are taught you have to get a job, you have to get married, that, all that goes on. You do all that, what your parents say, society says, suddenly, because see, you are an individual. Society has a formula for you, but you're not supposed to follow it. You think you should follow it to be happy, but finally you realize you're on your own at 50, 60, 70, whatever it is. And suddenly you want meaning for your life. What is the purpose of life? Why am I feeling empty? Got it? A lot of youngsters are watching this and they'll say, oh, this guy is talking all sorts of things. But all these youngsters are going to reach the same stage of what I am describing about my age group. Because you will get educated, you will buy property, you will have kids, and suddenly you see things going wrong or right, whatever it is. An emptiness in your life is guaranteed, this way or that way. And that's when you suddenly start thinking about spirituality. And nobody understands spirituality anyway. Nobody knows what is yoga anyway. I mean, I am making a bold statement because all of us think because Google is there, YouTube is there, you're all wise, you know everything. I mean, there are fake gurus on internet. There is fake methods on internet. There are so many people say, watch me for 5 minutes, subscribe to me, share, and then your problem is solved. Is it solved? It's not solved. It cannot be solved by an external agency, by some YouTube video or something, and all this WhatsApp uncles keep forwarding me motivational. It's not going to get solved. You should have guts. You should have guts to go into yourself and accept your mistakes, accept your failings or your goodness, whatever it is. I don't know who you are. Only you know who you are and who you could be. And then the question comes, main question comes. Usually it is asked after people are, hit by the world, because world changes. Nothing is guaranteed to you. Ups and downs. And suddenly you are alone at 50, 60, 70, and suddenly they'll say, Ye kya yaar? What is this life? What is the purpose of life? Are you should ask these questions when you are 15, 20, 30. You don't ask these questions when you are 70, because your purpose of life doesn't mean anything to anybody else. Of course, I appreciate that you ask these questions at that late stage. It's good, because ultimately everybody wants to depart feeling that they have done their best and live in peace. Now, a lot of people ask me, you talk big, you talk about enlightenment, you talk about spirituality, meditation, and all that. And what do you know about all these things? And what is the purpose of life? What is the, this thing? So, I tell them only one thing. See, I am speaking out of my, no script, just flowing out of my mind. I am not doing any pre-planned thing here. It's just spontaneous. Any spontaneity is authentic. It might be right or wrong what I am saying. Anyway, so people ask me, tell me what is the purpose of life? What do I say? What do the Guru says? Is purpose of life being happy? Is purpose of life being successful? What is the purpose of life? They ask me. I don't know. I tell them the purpose of life is to wake up. Then they, oh, what do you mean wake up? I said that's the only purpose in life. You wake up to who you are. Not to make money, not to become famous, not to become wise, not to become spiritual. No. You have to wipe the ignorance in you about life and everything and wake up to who you are. That is spirituality. Thank you. I'll talk to you again. Good night.